What's up, FTCs? We're going to start another little segment called Prediction Bingo for all the PLEs coming up.
And what that means for the FTCs is we will be creating new bingo cards for every PLE so you guys can play too.
BINGO. Let's go. Raw, January 13th results.
Starting off the show, we got CM Punk coming out, addressing the Royal Rumble. And, people have been saying Cena's in the Rumble, so-and-so's in the Rumble, I'm going to be in the Rumble. And CM Punk's just letting everybody know that he's winning the Rumble.
Yep, and then that leads up to Seth Rollins coming out and saying, you're not going to win the Rumble because I'm going to make sure that you don't win the Rumble. So now we got Seth Rollins entering the Rumble. We got, Roman Reigns entering the Rumble. We got Cena entering the Rumble. So there's a bunch of big names this year going into the Rumble.
And Drew comes out. He's like, you guys are just distracted. You're not even focusing on the right thing.
And then CM Punk pretty much roasted him, and Drew Mac didn't want nothing to do with that.
Yeah, CM Punk lashed out at him a little bit, and he's like, I wasn't talking to you.
Yeah, he went after Seth Rollins because he just can't go one-on-one against CM Punk on the stick. We know that from the previous rivalry. But then, in our first match, Chad Gable's open challenge, and it ends up being, obviously, the worst-kept secret in WWE history, Penta.
Yeah.
Lackluster match. It was too much hype for what we seen, I think.
I just wish they wouldn't compare these guys to Rey Mysterio all the time.
Yeah, they can do something on their own and be great.
I don't understand why Dominic Mysterio can figure out how to separate himself from his dad, but none of these other luchadors can.
Right. And so, throughout the match, Penta hit some pretty cool moves that we're not used to seeing on Monday Night Raw. He hit a Mexican Destroyer, which is the Mexican version of the Canadian Destroyer, which was pretty freaking cool. It was clean. And he hit him with his finisher and he won. He beat Chad Gable in his WWE debut. So good for Penta. Let's see what happens with him.
Yeah, I'm unsure about him, but I'm interested, and I hope that he can turn into something I enjoy seeing on WWE.
So let's see what he's talking about. FTCs. Does Penta know that?
But then, Sheamus defeats Ludwig Kaiser.
And apparently it was a number one contender match too, because they were saying that whoever won that match was going to get to face Braun Breaker at Saturday Night Main Event coming up. So now we're going to get Sheamus versus Braun Breaker for the IC title again.
And be careful what you ask for.
Sheamus and Ludwig Kaiser was a banger like it always is. They just work really well together. You know what I mean? But this Braun Breaker and Sheamus thing, dude, I think it could be more.
This little triangle, they do kind of bring the best out in one another.
Yeah, for sure.
And they've made Ludwig Kaiser a whole lot better, doing his solo thing.
And he really hasn't been around Gunther as much, and I like that because he's playing he don't need backup. You know what I mean? If he loses, he loses type thing. But he's still trying to fight and keep that fight in there.
I'm excited to see the IC title match at Main Event. I would have been fine with either one of these guys winning.
Next, we get a Main Event Jey Uso and a Gunther segment. And pretty much, Jey Uso just determined that he's, the number one contender now. And we get, apparently, a confirmed match. Jey Uso versus Gunther at also Saturday Night Main Event for the world title. Where'd that come from?
Yeah, they've been awfully quiet about Saturday Night Main Event up until now. Look, I like Jey Uso and yeeting as much as the next guy. But when you're standing across from the ring general, waving your arms around like an idiot, it's not going to help you.
Mm-mm. It's just dude, I know, I like Jey Uso and everything, but you know what I mean? What did he do to deserve this? Me and you both, dude, if anything, CM Punk should be facing him at Saturday Night Main Event. If they don't want to drop it off Gunther yet, you know what I mean? If anything,
right.
He should be the one. But, because Jay already said last week he was entering the Royal Rumble, so that's kind of a spoiler that he's not going to win at Saturday Night Main Event. We already have that piece.
Yeah. Up next, Lyra Valkyria and Dakota Kai face off to decide who's going to be the inaugural Women's Intercontinental Champion.
And actually, this match was really good.
It was a tough fought battle. Like, I like both of them decently enough, I guess. I don't know that much about Lyra Valkyria.
That's also where I'm sitting, because like, you know, like I just figured somebody from Damage Control would win or something. Just because
I really did think Dakota Kai was gonna win.
Yeah, it just made more sense, you know. But I guess that's good for her, because like she can, you know, build her own career the way she wants to.
You know, I guess I get it. You know, I understand why they picked her. I mean, if she is over, she comes out and people like interact with her entrance, and you know, she must have been big in NXT.
Yeah, for sure. But then in the next match, they're like backstage or whatever, right? And Sami Zayn and The Miz got into an altercation back and forth or whatever. So obviously we're gonna get a Sami Zayn match, and he's gonna win, and he's gonna hit him with the Blue Thunder Bomb and to get the 1, 2, 3.
Hey, they actually let the Blue Thunder Bomb be the finish, though. That's pretty cool.
Like they gave it more prestige. I like that.
And I mean, Sami Zayn versus The Miz is a good match in my book. He just defeated a multi-time WWE champion.
Grand Slam champion.
Rhea Ripley comes out to talk about defeating Liv Morgan for the Women's World Heavyweight Championship.
And then booty ass Nia Jax gonna come out
there. Boo!
Why is she even on Raw? She said she was talking to Adam Pearce about the split or whatever. Like, well, how about you not?
Yeah, how about you split town?
Yeah, like just don't do it. And then like, oh, guess what? We get Super Bayley coming in to save the day, and then she gets put on her ass in front of everybody that she loves.
I hate Super Bayley. She's the worst.
Goofy. And like, what sense does it make, dude? Bayley's the #1 contender for the SmackDown brand's title. Why is she there on Raw? Like, why is Nia Jax out? Like, why they just make it about Bayley?
Bayley's the #1 contender on SmackDown. She's in the title discussion on Raw, and then she's down in NXT fighting their women's champion too. So
yeah, Bayley just needs to calm down with her Super.
And she's
Bayley
really
stuff.
Not that good.
She's not. Her promos are ass.
He called her a dumb idiot.
Big old dumb idiot. All she had. But then, in the main event, we get something pretty good. Damian Priest and Finn Balor finally take it out on each other in a street fight.
Settle it once and for all.
And there was crazy spots, dude. There's broken arrows through tables, like off the top of the audience.
Yeah, dude, that was insane.
There is curbs, or not curb stomps, my bad, guys. There was coup de grace through the table. There was last drive.
Yeah, the razor's edge. I mean, it was crazy, man.
Man, it was.
And the War Raiders come out.
Yeah, War Raiders came out because, like, you know, obviously the Judgment Day is going to be around somewhere. You know, always trying to help Finn Balor out a little bit. And then
Finn Balor was on a stretcher, and Damian Priest said, "I'm not finished."
And then one of the best WWE memes was born.
Man, it was a crazy main event. Like, it was really, really pretty good. And, like, so Raw is blowing SmackDown out of the water for me.
Yeah, like, if I had to give, like, Raw an overall grade, I'd have to at least give it a B+.
Because, like, the first 20 minutes of Raw was better than all of last SmackDown.
But what's next with this CM Punk, Seth freaking Rollins, and Drew McIntyre triangle? What's going on with that next?
And do you think there's a chance that Jey Uso could defeat Gunther at main event?
And is Penta worth it?
You'll just have to catch us in the next episode to find out. And that's about it for this episode.
Like, comment, share, and subscribe.
As for the fan connection, we're out of here.